Yes, sir. My name is Zakashi, and in this video, we are going to be breaking down the Red Rosé's Zenkai kit right before he releases here. Got his before the Zenkai, but obviously, now that he's a Zenkai, you can see the Awakening Z power showing up on the screen, so we can actually look into what he will look like when he has his Zenkai alongside all of the stats and whatnot. But I just wanted to take a quick glance of what he already has, so that when we go into the Zenkai, you can see like if anything's really been touched on. But I don't feel like it'll be much. 40% there, 20% there, 20 time accounts -5, 50%. Just looking at some brief numbers so that we can just remember what he was prior to the Zenkai. So now that when we look at the Zenkai stats, we can see what really changed. Draw Ultimate Arts card, God Slicer, 20%, 30 time accounts. Red Powerful Opponent is interesting. It's very interesting. I didn't expect it to be that. I thought it would have just been Future or God Key. But we'll take it. We'll take it. We'll take it. Less buffs for certain teams. 75%, 30% draw speed, 30 key, 45% draw speed, time accounts, and then there wasn't much here. But he does do some stuff when this character evades a vanishing step. Evades the enemy attack using the vanishing step. So that's what he was like before. But now if I press display maximum stats, right? Let me just look at his stats as well. 242, 239, display maximum stats. 273, 269. That's pretty low. That seems pretty low to me. I feel like it should have been a bit higher than that, but we'll see how it plays out. I wanted to look at the defenses. I should have looked at the defenses. They went up 20k. Interesting, interesting. So those are the stats right there. Not too bad, but I'm not gonna lie, I am quite disappointed straight up. I'm not gonna lie. I cannot lie. Strike and blast stay the same. He gets 60% now and a strong bleed, which was actually spoke about on the Dragon Ball Legends Twitter page. They already mentioned that, so that's actually something we already know. No blast armor. Green card, 20% damage inflicted. I think before it was just raw strike, which is actually a good change. So now that he does damage all round, not just with his strikes, I actually like that a lot. The cost goes down is the same. 50% ultimate damage, and it now actually nullifies endurance, which is actually very necessary in this meta where every team pretty much has an endurance unit that can actually contribute to the team, so much so that it stops you from using rise and rushes in certain senses. So him actually nullifying endurance is actually very, very valuable, and I very much like that. I'm glad that they added that though. That's really good. The main ability, 20% and 30 counts to type neutral, 30 key as well. Did he not get key before? He didn't get key before. So the only thing that changed there was the key. Here, he gets key even as his health is 75% or more when he enters the battlefield. So pretty much every time he enters the battlefield, he's gonna get health, but he'll get more key. I mean, he'll get health he'll get key every time he enters the battlefield. Oh my god, why am I stuttering on my words? And even when he's below 75%, he'll also get key. So that's just overall really, really convenient. Key when entering the battlefield is actually very, very important. You can always continue combos. Literally, when I do that with SV, it works very well. G4, for example, works very well. So I'm glad that this Rosé actually has that. He also gets draw speed on both sides, but he gets a big damage inflicted buff, 30% to damage inflicted, 45%. That would actually be very convenient if we look at what it was before. He did get the damage inflicted, but now with his stats higher, it obviously makes a bigger difference. So that's actually pretty good for that. Draw speed on both sides too. I believe he had that before. Second unique ability, sustained damage. I believe it was 35 before, but now it's 40. Am I right? It was 30 before, now it's 40. So that's actually pretty good. And on top of that, he's going to be handing out debuffs to God Key, Future, or Powerful Opponent 3 times when the battle starts. That's interesting. That's interesting. But the big thing that we're looking at now is actually the new unique abilities that comes with this guy's kit. Just like every other Zenkai, the 2 unique abilities will make or break whether the unit was actually made very, very good or they just kept them stale. Exquisite Evolution. The following effects occur when this character is switched to standby. restores ally ki by 20, and inflicts an enemy with attribute downgrade +5 to all arts costs. Increased arts cost is quite annoying, but it can be dealt with. And inflicts enemy with attribute downgrade -50% to health recovery. Ooh, that's gonna count a lot of people actually, considering that health recovery is a big thing in the meta. Just in the game in general, keeping people alive. We've seen what blue bros can do with health recovery. So -50%, they'll be gaining a lot less, and that allows them to stay healthier, generally speaking. But overall, I feel like this is a very weak unique ability. It restoring ally health. If you're running him with allies that don't get ki when they enter the battlefield, it can be effective for 1 or 2 cards, I guess. I get at least the strike cards, so at least that's valuable. And actually inconveniencing the enemy by increasing their arts cost obviously works well. It's utility, I guess, for the team that he's going to be run on, but I don't know how valuable this is going to be. I guess the best thing in my opinion would be the ki. The last unique ability, so this is that was at Zenkai 3, this is at Zenkai 6. Time to exterminate. Let's see what's here. Applies the following effects to self when battle starts. +30% to strike damage inflicted cannot be cancelled. Also just some basic stat buffs which cannot be cancelled. Ki recovery is 1 up and reduces damage received. Damn, they really kept him quite plain. That's quite upsetting because he had a lot of potential to actually be very, very good. But the fact that they kept him quite simple, I'm actually quite upset about that, because they literally done this not too long ago with Vegeta. So the fact that they did this for him as well is quite upsetting. But this guy is more so for powerful opponent, I guess. I can see him just being a Zenkai buffer for literally corrupt Zamasu, the LF over here. Outside of that, I don't know how valuable he'll be, especially as a Zenkai. Like, he does seem like he'll have some value. I want to see how he actually plays in PvP, because I feel like even in terms of his output, he's not going to be doing that much crazy damage. He's going to be like passively doing work on the field. But again, I think the biggest factor for him is that he goes type neutral for 30 time accounts. Just to reiterate, the blue card will be good, of course. The ultimate is going to be good on course. This actually giving him damage inflicted is great, but it should have gave him ki or at least health restoration. I think like that would have been important. This would come in handy, but I think the debuffs as well, the damage received is actually going to help the whole team. So not him specifically, because I don't think he's going to be even the strongest unit on his select team, but more so anybody who is on the team, allowing you to do damage overall. But that's all I pretty much got to say. I feel like he's just an upset, I'm not going to lie. They're very scared to actually do a lot to these units, and it's very evident. Since the Zenkais are free as well, they don't want to just make a cracked unit. But he was a very much fan favorite, so for them to just do him very, very dirty and like keep him subtle is actually quite upsetting. But again, we'll have to see how he works in the PvP battlefield. Press the subscribe button if you haven't already on this grind to 30,000 subscribers. All my social media links on the left is the YouTube channel, but we've got a Twitter, Twitch, Reddit, Instagram, and a Discord link, all in the description below. Man, Rosé, man. Now that he's got a Zenkai as well, there's nothing more to follow it up. Like, it's not like they have to release a whole new mechanic if you want to expect something new, but this is the Zenkai, this is what we've got. His kit was basic before. It had a few things there, and they could have just tweaked it a bit more just to make him top tier, but clearly they don't want to make another broken unit, and that's understandable to an extent. But with Rosé, like one of the 5 fan favorite units in the game, man, just for them to do him like this, I can't really respect that, man. That's quite upset me. But again, we will have to see when using him. Don't want to judge too soon, but just off how they tweaked his kit, I'm not too impressed at all. Like, I'm very much disappointed. Leave a comment, let me know what you guys think. I just think it's a disappointment, and that's undeniable. I'm gonna leave it like that though. Thank you guys for watching the video. Tap in, gonna be streaming every single weekday, Monday to Friday. Keep that locked into your calendar, seriously. I'll see you guys in the next one.